What up, everybody? We're back at it. And my camera's dirty. Man, I gotta stop putting fingerprints on this thing. All right. Look what we got in the shop. Got old Mustang in here. This drives me nuts. I don't know why, but I don't like these being black. Some people might. I don't know. I guess it's not terrible, but I've seen so many cars with them painted. They look really good painted. I don't know. I guess I'll leave them black because everybody paints them. But anyways, Bloodstang's in the garage. Loose Knuckles in the garage. But I rolled it out the trailer. We got the Bloodstang in here. And as you can tell, the last time you saw, the motor got set down in it and it went into the trailer. But there is a turbo sitting here. At one point, shortly after my vertigo kind of slowly dissipated, I went inside the trailer, and I didn't record any of this because I was inside the trailer and it was semi-dark. And I rolled the welder out to the trailer and just tack welded this bracket so I could just hit the turbo up on the, just set the turbo on the front of the car, mainly because I just wanted to look at it. I have very short patience. My patience is very thin. I think the older I get, I'm better with patience, but it just depends. But we got the turbo setting on it. It's kind of hard to see because it's really dark right here. But we're getting ready to start doing some fab work there, and we're getting ready to start doing some mock-up and fabricating to try and figure out some of this hot side piping. It is kind of dark in here, and I can't turn the car around by myself, so we're gonna wait until tomorrow, and then we'll come back out here when the sun's out. Hopefully the sun's out. It might be raining, I don't know. I think it's actually supposed to rain tomorrow. But if I can get old Troy boy to come over and help me get this thing spun around to where the front of it's facing the Chevelle there, make it a little easier doing some cutting and grinding and fabricating. All right, well, now I've come to realize that my placement where I impatiently mounted the turbo is not gonna work. The placement's not gonna work because it sits entirely too close to the water pump. You can't even really get the thermostat housing bolted up to it because it hits that flange. And I can't really clock the flange because it sits too close to those headers because these headers are super long. I've got another set of headers I could use. I'm just not a big fan of them. I like these. I think these look more race car and they're, you know, better looking. So I guess I'm gonna break this thing loose, somehow try and make another mount, and start that all over again. Freaking race cars, I tell you. Get a race car, they said. It'll be fun, they said. But I'm basically just gonna maybe try and bring the turbo up just a hair because I can't bring it up a whole lot because it get close to the hood. And I don't want to cut a hole in the hood if I don't have to. But I'm going to try and move it forward some and up a little. So that's going to be difficult to do by myself, but I guess we'll figure it out. All right, so I just went ahead and pulled the turbo mount. I just had it tacked on there. Now I got to grind all that stuff back down. I just went ahead and twisted it and broke it off there. So now that's out of the way, and I can just try and fit things a little better, I guess. That was kind of stupid on my part to even waste my time doing that. got the little turbo mount in there, and got it migged on. I could have tigged it, sure, and it probably would have looked a little better, but that's such a weird spot, and where I'm doing it at, I'm not really, I guess I could have tigged the tops of it where you were going to see everything, but I kind of tacked everything together with the MIG, and I just said the hell with it. I'll clean everything up, and then I'm probably going to end up repainting the front of the car anyways. So I mean, once I wire brush all that, put primer and stuff on it, that stuff will look pretty decent. So I'm not a professional, it's like, if I can make it look decent and it's faster, then I'll do that all day long. So I might put a bracket here on the bottom side going down, just for some more support, but I mean, it's pretty sturdy where it is. Should I probably do that? Yeah, maybe. Maybe I will after I get everything fabbed up, because I'm going to end up redoing this little front bar here. I hate the way this thing looks. I mean, that looks way better than this. I'm going to cut this off and completely redo it. So maybe I'll wait until I get that redone and then put that lower bar on, since I'm going to have to get in here and weld all this, once I build a new bar. So yeah, maybe that's what I'll do. Maybe I'll wait until I do that, and then I'll add this other bar here if I feel like it needs it. So anyways, we're gonna get the turbo set back down on the mount, and then maybe we can start laying out the pipes from the headers up to the T4 flange, and yeah, let's see what we got. All right, guys, so been out here messing with the Mustang. I don't remember where I left off, but I've been sitting here doing some welding and stuff on the hot side piping. I kind of got everything tacked together. I tacked it all together with the MIG, and then I had to break it apart. I was just gonna MIG the whole thing, and then I talked myself out of it. I've still got a couple, so I've been going through TIG and everything, but I've got a couple spots where I got a little carried away with the MIG, and I just didn't want to spend the time to grind all of it out. This is on the bottom side, so it's not like you'll see it anyways. We've just been going through and TIGging it all. Some of it's a little black from where the old MIG weld was. When I was MIGging it, or tacking it together with the MIG, I was using ER70. I didn't have stainless wire in it, so it's kind of nasty looking. But welding these merges together right in the down deep inside there where the pipes, yeah, that sucks. I swear, this is a little exaggerated, but it's you gotta put all the stick out on the tungsten, try and get down in there. If you ain't got enough, ouch, that just stabbed me. Don't push down on your sharpened tungsten on the tip of it, because it's really sharp. As you can see there, it's really sharp. Don't touch that on the end. But yeah, so trying to get down in there to get any type of weld and to be able to see anything of what you're doing. I'm not a professional welder. I'm self-taught. I've said it 100 times. I'm mediocre at best, and stuff like that I have the hardest time with, and it drives me insane. Plus, I hate stainless in general. Steel, period. when it comes to taking it, I hate it. Like, I'm not good at it. You know, it's like I can do decent, you know, like those are decent. This is all MIG here. Why it looks weird there. There's some MIG weld there, you know, but the camera probably doesn't do it any real justice. But I can do a decent job with it, but I just freaking hate it. You put something in aluminum in front of me, I'll weld aluminum all day long. I don't know, and everybody's always backwards. Everybody says they hate aluminum, they like steel. I like aluminum. I think aluminum's easier to weld personally. But maybe it's because aluminum you have to weld really fast, otherwise you'll get in trouble. And I'm really impatient, so maybe that's why it works for me. And stainless, like I have to sit here and try and be patient with a stainless weld and be really nice and calm, and that doesn't work for me because I'm not nice and calm, especially when I'm doing this. But I've got a couple little spots deep down inside there that I need to get to, and I've just been fighting it for the last hour or so. But yeah, we're just chipping away at it. I'm gonna, you know, as you can tell, like there's a piece here, there's a piece here, there's another piece inside the car, I think. No. Well, I'm missing a piece. Maybe it's in, no. Yeah, I don't know. I'm missing a pretty good piece. What do I do with it? Is it over here? That's cool. But yeah, I welded it all up or tacked it all up and then broke it apart, and I'm trying to weld it in pieces, and you know, just gonna go through and burn it all in. And then I've got my flex sections coming in, and the flex sections will go like here and here, which is why that's like that. Oh, I know what I did. I left it in the cutter. But yeah, so I kind of tacked it all together, and I got a little carried away with the MIG there. Like I said, I was gonna MIG this thing. I was just like, you know what? Piss on it. I'll just MIG it. Whatever. It's cool. It's gonna run. I don't care. But you know, in the process, like I said, I'm not a professional. I don't do this for a job. This is pure hobby, but I still kind of want to showcase some of the quality I can do. And I feel like when you MIG it, I mean, unless you're just a baller ass MIG welder, which I'm not, but I kind of want to showcase some of what I can do in my welds, and I don't want to just stack a bunch of heat wrap on it to cover it up. I mean, if it looks like crap, then that's what we're gonna do. It's just that simple. But anyways, I'm gonna keep buzzing around on this. I gotta pull the front water pump and stuff off of it because I need to get the bung welded up in the front cover. And I've got it welded in, but for some odd reason, well, I know why. This is an old used cover, and these covers, this cast aluminum is really porous. In all reality, it's really porous. So whenever it gets hot, it absorbs a lot of the oil out of cars, out of the motor and stuff. So no matter what you do, it's like it's always gonna come out of it. And I got a pinhole somewhere inside that weld that's leaking. So I'm gonna have to probably try and grind it all out. I may end up having to cut it back off and putting another fitting on it, and trying again. But I need to finish that up, and then I can button up the front part of the motor. And then I need to put plugs in it. I need to get some stuff done to the intake, which it's not bolted on yet, and I don't know why I didn't bolt it down, obviously for good reason. So I need to get it pulled off, figure out why I didn't bolt it all the way down, and then bolt it all the way down. I can lay out some of the wiring harness. Oh, I know why I didn't do it, because I don't have a steam port kit on it yet, or anything for the steam ports. And I think I'm just gonna put the plugs in the back and then just do a stock little single side to side one up here, and you know, piss on it. I see the 4 corner ones everybody does. I'm like, whatever. I don't care that much. But yeah, and then get that bolted down, get the front cover and everything back on it. And then once I get all the hot side and everything fabbed up, make sure the turbo's in its spot, everything's done there. Then I'm gonna go through and redo this front area here. And then once all the fab work's done, then I just get to take everything back off, because I'm gonna go through and we're gonna paint this front end here. Because obviously I'm welding stuff to it, and I'm gonna change stuff. So I'll go through and just kind of scuff it up, and I think I'm just gonna black it out. I think I'm just gonna go to the hardware store, get some of that Van Sickle tractor black paint that I use on everything. I think I actually have some of it. If you all don't use this stuff or haven't, you should. This stuff's amazing. I painted my dad's engine with it, but it's Van Sickle. It's like a lacquer, or is it lacquer? No. Yeah, it's just a industrial enamel paint, which enamel paint's hard. But yeah, like I've got flat black here. Yeah, if you can tell, I got quite a bit of it up here. I love this stuff. I'm telling you, this stuff is like I said, it's really hard. I use it on wheels. Actually, I painted the wheels for the boost knuckle, the steel wheels. These are actually painted this off-white color. I don't know if you can see it, but like the little rally wheels, the off-white, I use that. I mean, you can smack this paint. You know, obviously it's gonna chip, but you can get pretty aggressive with this paint and it's pretty resilient. So I use the heck out of it, but I think that's what I'm gonna do on the front. I'll just get some the semi-gloss black, and I think I'll just go through, mask off the motor, take everything out, and then just like tape off pretty much from the top of here down, and then just black everything up here. The red looks nice, but this red is actually a different color red than the car. It's really hard to tell on the camera, but here it doesn't look bad, but in person I think it looks like crap. So I want to cover that up with some black, and then yeah, anyways, I'm gonna finish burning this stuff in. As soon as my flex sections come in, I'll get those welded in. We'll test fit this. Hopefully everything still mates up really well and doesn't cause me any issues, and then I can say that that part of the turbo kit is finalized and done, and then we can move on to relocating the intercooler and doing some charge piping. All right, guys, I've been out here just welding my life away. Got quite a bit done. We got the exhaust all welded up. I had to make a couple little pies down here on the bottom. You know, I hate making pies, but I had to make a couple because it's a really weird angle. But we got my little teardrop on there. I put a little V-band on the inside there. That way, you know, I could adjust it depending on how things flex or move around whenever it gets heat in it. This kind of screwed me over. But yeah, whenever I cut this out, or when I cut it apart basically, and then I cut a little like 2-inch piece out of it, everything moved. So it's a little off center, so I'm probably gonna have to cut this and clock this a little bit to get this to mate back up. Flex section obviously will give me a little bit of room, and then I can loosen up the flange bolts here and probably get a little movement out of it as well. Not a big deal. Turbo's kind of where it's at. Like I said, I am going to come back through and put a lower bracket on, because like right now, see, you can see I can kind of move it a little bit. It probably moves about 1 inch or so, but 1 inch of movement here is like 3 inches of movement down here. But yeah, I got the 4-inch aluminum. Looks really small on here. I have to drill and put a bung there for wideband. But like I said, I still got to finish up the front cover. That thing's been a pain, but as soon as I get the front cover buttoned up, then I can try and seal the motor up, which tomorrow is my plan. That is my plan tomorrow, to get the front cover done, and then start buttoning things up, putting gaskets on the exhaust manifolds and spark plugs in it and all that stuff. But anyways, that's gonna do it for this video. It's kind of part 1 more or less of the version 2.0 Mustang build. It's gonna be a radial car now, not a slick car, which I like, and I did lower it kind of all the way around. I just like it better that way. And yeah, but that's gonna do it. Thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you later.